UK Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Along with Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. It's East versus West here in Milwaukee. The Bucks hope to put on a show for this home crowd. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the Lakers. We've got Wayne Ellington. Hill is out there with Johnson. And it's Black in at center.
TV's a little dark here. Ready? Yeah, I hope so.
Julia, good.
They have got to put a body on him because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Offensive rebound. Black. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's Antetokounmpo. Ellington defending. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. About a minute played so far here in the first.
The Lakers last season, and this is a remarkable factoid here, folks, that was only the 6th time in franchise history, going all the way back to the 40s, that the Lakers had missed the playoffs. Obviously, the Lakers fans are not accustomed to missing the postseason.
For three, Ellington.
Well, I hope they start getting warmed up here soon. That's 0 for 4 to this point.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Carter Williams kicks to Middleton. From deep. Another shot. Pachulia. The shot no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Clarkson passes to Johnson. Los Angeles with another miss. And for the Lakers last season, Steve, with the departure of Dwight Howard, you knew the team on paper had less talent, but the hope was that the chemistry would improve.
And I thought it did. The chemistry was good. Kevin, they just didn't have enough talent. And when Kobe and Nash went down, it didn't matter who was out there, who was coaching. You know, it was just going to be a situation where they were not going to be able to win enough games.
Carter Williams dishes to Ilyasova. Here's Antetokounmpo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. For three, Ellington. And Pachulia pulls it down. Milwaukee leading by 6. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's the lob to the hoop. A shot by Ellington, no good.
Tried to get a little too fancy with that one.
Unless the alley-oop is going to be uncontested on both ends of the play, you're better off avoiding it. Giannis Antetokounmpo spent most of last season living on his own as the youngest player in the league, but after a long wait, he finally secured visas for his parents and brothers to join him in Milwaukee. Boy, really important to have that support and as he begins to build his new life in the United States.
Ian Kelly, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
And for Antetokounmpo, after growing up poor in Greece, really can't bring himself to spend money. I mean, he tries to get by on his per diem, takes hand-me-down furniture from teammates. I mean, really smart to save his money early on in his NBA career.
A shot by Carter Williams, nobody around. Milwaukee, no good that time either. A shot by Ellington, no good.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter. And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Here's Clarkson. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
And everything is a discovery for Antetokounmpo, whether it's new cuisine or
All right, guys,
new
let's wake
cities.
up now.
As you mentioned, he's embracing every experience.
And Kevin, he's really an outgoing person. I mean, he even envied his older brother who plays in the D League because they travel on normal flights where they get to see people in the airport. That truly is a different perspective.
Well, Jordan Hill has battled injuries, but when he's played Clark, he's been pretty effective.
You know, Kevin, last season, around 20 minutes per game he played with the Lakers, and you could argue he should have been playing more. He was very productive in that time on the floor. He's more a banger than a spread four. He's not a great perimeter shooter. So the fit with their spread out system might have limited his playing time.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Here's Clarkson. Ellington with it. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And Hill tried to develop his outside shot to better fit into the Lakers' offense last year, but that's not his strength. Where he's best is his ability to use his size and athleticism on the boards and really defensively as well.
And Hill is one of the best rebounders in the league. He's a quality defender as well, and he can play some center. So if he can stay healthy, I think he's a guy that can really be a player to watch.
And the Lakers making a change here. Sacre's checked in.
The Milwaukee Bucks are a team that's tried season after season, year after year, particularly recently, to put the best team they could manage on the floor. Unfortunately, that type of approach has kind of left them in no man's land. Good enough to compete for a title, not quite bad enough to draft a potential superstar.
Boozer, he's checked in for Ryan Kelly. We talk about that no man's land. The Bucks have tried to sign the best players they could, but so often those mid-tier veterans really don't move the needle.
Yeah, but you know, with this year's top pick, and then you got the Greek freak, Antetokounmpo, I mean, the Bucks have finally acquired a young talent who they think maybe be able to take them to the next level. We'll see.
Well, he's got to watch himself now. I mean, that's 2 fouls already, and he can't afford another one.
Johnson goes in to the wing right side. Sacre kicks to Johnson.
They've done a terrific job rebounding here so far, allowing no second chance points.
If I'm him, I'm looking to move the ball the rest of the quarter because he cannot buy a shot. You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault, and that showed right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took. Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geeks.
That's what those alley-oops do, though.
Here's Johnson.
Oh, ridiculous.
What a move.
Tore it down that time. Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now's when they need a little spark anyway. In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
Well, both ends of that play, just fantastic.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Michael Carter-Williams with that rare height at the point guard spot. He's 6'6", long arms. One thing you love about taller point guards, the ability to really survey the court and pass over the top of the defense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Miles Plumlee's checked in for Pachulia. Henson comes in for Ilyasova. Jared Dudley's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Mayo in for Chris Middleton. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Mayo. The rebound by Sacre. Sacre's got his third rebound on the night. And then Johnson with the jam.
How about the delivery in the lane, just perfectly done.
And taken away by Brown for the finish. And then Johnson with the jam.
And that almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And especially the fact that it ties the game, partner. The lead was about to be stretched out, and instead, we're right back to even.
Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark, as we wrap up the first. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
They've done a nice job on the offensive boards here, guys, and I think that was the difference in that first quarter. Really pounding the offense on the glass.
But make it cheerleaders.
Well, they set the tone early with their mindset, their tenacity, and their hustle. I mean, that's the way they've come out, and it's served them well.
And here is Lynn. So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter. Ryan Kelly out there with Boozer. Then there's Robert Sacre. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Brown in the 2 spot. Henson with it. Mayo kicks the Plumlee. And that one is hammered home. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Shot clock at 6. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. They grab their own miss. Shot's good by Boozer.
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time. But if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Bucks obviously did not have a great season on the court, but off the court, there was some big news as the franchise was sold last April. Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, Kevin, as you know, Nick Young re-signed with the Lakers this past summer and couldn't be happier. Said it was always his dream to be a Laker, in fact. He said, "This is home. I would love to finish off here as a Laker. My kids get to go to school and say, my dad is a Laker, and that's big. It's a big difference than being on any other team." Guys?
No doubt about that. Thank you, Doris. The first free throw is good. And with the Bucks and their sale, new ownership, what is important is that you notice that it's a local group and they're continuing to really get their tentacles within the community.
Well said, and that's always helpful when you have ownership that's there, present, and invested in the local community. There was a lot of fear in Milwaukee that the team could be on the move, but those fears were put to rest.
Down low. It's tipped. Brown outside. Boozer double teamed. Back to Brown. Rebound, Milwaukee. Bayless, the pass to Mayo. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. So it's the Lakers now. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Right side, Lynn. Here's Kelly. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers, turning them over.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
A lot of strange things happened last season, but one of them was having a playoff bracket with no Laker presence.
Well, don't expect that to happen very often. I mean, it's rare when that is the case. It's been a while since they were completely left out of the playoff picture, and that's not going to be the norm going forward.
For the Lakers, it was the first time since the 04-05 season that they didn't play postseason basketball.
Well, the Lakers are a franchise that not only expects to play in the postseason, but they anticipate and expect making deep runs into the playoffs and ultimately winning championships. They have the means, the resources to get back in that position in a hurry. So I tell you what, I wouldn't feel too bad about their postseason streak getting broken.
Out to the right wing. And Bayless kicks to Dudley. And it's Bayless in the corner. It's good from long range. Bayless has got his first 3 points of the game.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And Dudley kicks to Mayo. To the paint. Henson.
Oh, my goodness.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Boy, just battled through that initial impact and somehow willed it in.
Excellent concentration. That's what you like to see.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bucks.
We got a storyline here. If it goes on for the rest of the game, it could be all those points they're getting at the foul line.
And I like the physical play we're seeing, too, because this is a club that's really pounding the paint area and scoring inside.
Here's Dudley. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Now it's a 4-point Bucks lead. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. To stop the run. The shot's good from Ellington. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Bayless dishes to Plumlee. They get the rebound. Here's Henson. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Henson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, John Henson was a late bloomer in high school, played as a guard initially before hitting a major growth spurt. I think that helps him a lot when it comes to defending the perimeter. He's comfortable moving his feet and has a knack for blocking shots without fouling.
So it's the Bucks now. 4-point game. Davis with the double team. Bayless the pass to Dudley. Over to the wing. Henson in the post. He's against Hill. Plumlee, no luck. And the knocks on Henson have had to do Clark with his slender frame and his shooting.
Yeah, but Kevin, those are the things that most players are able to improve upon in the NBA. Things you can't teach, length, agility, shot blocking. He has all of that.
Wes Johnson, the former number 4 pick back in 2010. He was a bust in Minnesota, but he shot better in his 4th season. And once he was moved to kind of a small 4, like the shooting power forward spot, He really found a niche for himself.
So Johnson hits 2 of them. And Wesley Johnson has always been impressive physically. Great size, terrific length for a wing, quick off the floor.
Yeah, he's got all of those ingredients, but his ball handling has been a bit mediocre, rather pedestrian, and I think that's held him back offensively.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
The Lakers have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. We've got 1:48 left here in the second. And the foul on John Henson. There's a minute 47 left to play in the first half. Johnson kicks to Clarkson. No good. That would have tied it.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
Pass to Bayless. Three-pointer. Here's Plumlee. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Not the guy you want to see taking too many free throws. Last season, his numbers among the worst in the league.
And you know, with his free throw percentage being where it was last season, it changed the way teams defended him. I mean, there were no easy baskets. He was going to get fouled anytime he got near the rim. They were going to make him earn his points at the line.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Ilyasova, he's checked in for John Henson. Antetokounmpo comes in for Jared Dudley. Chris Middleton's checked in for O.J. Mayo. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Jared Bayless. Well, one issue facing the Bucks in Milwaukee, the aging Bradley Center, built back in 1988. Both ownerships said the team needs a new arena.
Yeah, agreed. They've looked for public financing. Unfortunately, after years of losing and lacking really any star power, the fan support is
something we've been talking
trailed
about,
off.
right? The online leagues and stuff. And just like
And
I
you
was
look
saying,
at the Bucks
I think
over
what
the
it is
last
not a
couple
money,
of
it's not a
decades.
cash
They're in the
cow.
bottom third of the league in wins and in attendance. Somewhat a
that's how they
catch-22 for
find a way
Milwaukee.
to,
Without a new arena, they may lose
make
the
money,
team, but the
but
Bucks have
pay to play online.
success that galvanizes support.
Here's Clarkson. Ellington kicks to Johnson. Shot clock at 5.
That's foul number 2 on him. It might not warrant sitting him entirely, but another one before halftime, they could be in some trouble. Well, the Lakers have been in a bit of turmoil the last few years, and it comes back to not being able to find the right coach.
A few coaches have been given looks since the end of the
People are
Jackson
feeding
era in
that mop
LA.
player and stuff like that.
Needless to say, it's
little
hard
cash,
to replace a guy like that.
And for the Lakers, Steve, it's really hard to build something because there is a pressure to win now as well.
I would say that taking their time and not trying to rush back to winning would be the best thing that this franchise can do.
Well, you know, the less said about the Bucks at home this last year, the better. It was a season to forget, and their play at home was very forgettable.
And again, right, they even
The
talk
Lakers
about,
have been shooting right
they're
around
talking about the hockey
75%
games,
of the
I think hockey
line,
don't have
9 of
online
12 so
games or
far.
something.
They have very average shooting team in terms of the free throw line, about 76% a year ago.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
No good on that one.
Bucks with just 10 wins all year at home a season ago. They knew it would be a tough year, but I don't think they thought it would be that bad.
And he's good on the second. Well, the Bucks had a lot of problems in a lot of different areas last season.
And some distractions off the court as well. Even when you play at home, if you don't have a competitive roster and have distractions, then that's a recipe for big struggles.
Rebounds are split just about down the middle in this game, Clark.
I'd venture to guess whichever team is able to maintain that energy level on the glass will have the upper hand the rest of the way.
Carter-Williams kicks to Middleton. Here's Pachulia. The rebound by Johnson. Here's Clarkson. Good if it goes. Drilled it just as the horn sounds.
And Kevin, he had the eye of the tiger there. I mean, he was not going to pass that
Just
shot
floor?
up.
What the heck was that about?
Big
We
time
ain't
shot in
win,
the
Wesley.
clutch.
That's
No,
halftime.
he was dying for the chance to
kissed
take
the
that shot, no
firewood.
question.
So the clock runs
seen
out
that
with the
before.
score tied going into halftime. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
That's these young players. Kobe would have looked at guys and said, "What the heck is going on? We don't celebrate stuff like that." 41% both of us. Look at that. 3 points won. You see that? Is that real? You see exactly the same, the first three stats. I was trying to see if it was a typo. Okay, no, it's not. I was like, what the heck? I know Tay be doing some stuff, but
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Well, Wesley Johnson has been great. He has 17 points, and he was able to come up with one steal, too.
Yeah, he's defending very well, Clark. He's disrupting the offense. He's playing the passing lanes, trying to put as much pressure on as possible.
Welcome
Hey,
back,
well, let me
everyone.
get
The
my-
second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
come on. Oh, shit.
The Lakers shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Inside, it's Ilyasova and Pachulia. Carter Williams is out there with Chris Middleton, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the three. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Ellington dishes to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock, and unable there to get the go-ahead
He
bucket.
was crazy.
Zaza Pachulia signed last season to a 3-year contract by the Bucks. Some question the fit for a developing team with young talent in the front court, but he does give them that veteran experience and a little extra muscle inside.
The shot by Carter Williams, nobody around. Off the left rim and out. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
Pachulia Clark missing a couple months last season, but when healthy, good low post bang.
Kevin, he's got a physical presence, and he's a guy that does not shy away from contact and really does a nice job rebounding on the offensive glass.
Here's Clarkson. Milwaukee with the rebound. To the left side wing. Middleton the pass to Pachulia. It's stolen by Davis. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Kicks it to Kelly. Three-pointer Ellington. No luck. And Milwaukee the other way now. Now the pass to Ilyasova. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got 12.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Johnson, a wide open look. Hits it from three-point range. Johnson's got the game tied up here for the Lakers. Pass to Ilyasova. Floats one. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Boy, I tell you, that's outstanding determination to track that rebound down and fight his way to the bucket for the throwdown.
Clark, that is the effort they're going to need for the rest of this game.
And not just on the offensive glass, Kevin, but all over the floor.
Here's Clarkson.
And
it's off from three-point range. Bucks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. The Los Angeles Lakers, the NBA's most successful franchise over the last 3 decades, since 1980. 10, guys, count them, 10 titles.
That's remarkable, and they've led the way from a business standpoint as well, Kevin. The They pioneered televising their home games where some teams have worried about undercutting ticket sales. A lot of great ideas and dynamics that have helped this franchise become what it is.
Shot by Kelly, no good.
You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post, Clark.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding. So important in a tight game.
And stolen by Ellington. Deflects the pass.
Hey, man, see, I threw to the wrong guy.
It's
I didn't know
stolen
who the
by
guy
Carter
was down
Williams.
there.
And Ilyasova kicks to Middleton. Here's Antetokounmpo. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Davis.
Got here tied.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Yeah, he has to be frustrated by how his offense is flowing, and I can't blame him. You know, they're getting good looks out there, but the shots just aren't falling.
And that can get into a team's head if it goes unchecked, continuing to miss good shots. So this timeout might be a way to combat that.
Now the team's all out of whack.
Platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Some changes here for the Lakers.
Now they both tied.
Right side Hill. And he gets it to go. Here is Bayless. To the inside. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And the three off target.
Well, the former 60th pick back in 2012, Robert Sacre is Mr. Irrelevant no longer. Get rid of that moniker. A big leap in play from his rookie season to his second campaign, and he's shown improvement across the board.
Outside Boozer. Lynn dishes to Sacre. And Sacre, credited by the Lakers coaching staff last season as the team's hardest worker and, Steve, maybe their best defender.
Well, he's a 7-footer with a strong physical frame. He's got an NBA body. He shows good awareness, keeping himself in a position to impact the play.
That's good from Sacre.
Robert Sacre, a powerful 7-footer, likes to operate on that left block where he's got a combination of a right-hand hook and also that turnaround jump shot. So he's got some options.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And Sacre, not a great shooter. He looks to stay around the rim.
Yeah, and while he plays with a lot of energy, Kevin, he's not the most explosive guy, so I expect him to continue to keep working on that touch and his ability to finish.
Outside Hill. .158 left in the third quarter of the game. 5 to shoot. Here's Brown. Great touch on the 16-footer. Brown's got 6.
They're on fire from mid-range, guys. They found the weakness in the defense, and they're exploiting it to a T.
Not often you see a team rely on that shot like they have.
Rebound, Milwaukee. Hanson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Dudley the pass to Bayless. Outside Mayo. Beyond the arc. Here's Henson. And the rebound goes to Boozer. Boozer's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Brown with it. Now Mayo defending. To the inside. Here's Sacre. Second shot opportunity. And Boozer lays it in. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. And Bayless kicks to Dudley. And he gets the bucket. Dudley's got his second basket.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness. I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Here's Bayless, and it's off from three-point range. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jared Bayless. That's foul number 2 for him.
Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
Brown dishes to Lynn. In the corner, it's Boozer. Here's Sacre. The dish to Hill. The layup off target. Here's Mayo. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Lakers on top, up by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. So it's the Bucks now. And on the court for the Lakers to start the 4th. Clarkson is out there with Wayne Ellington. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Davis. And it's Black in the 5 spot. Out to the wing. Now here's Ellington, guarded by Mayo. Johnson, good.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
They swipe it. It's intercepted. And here they go. Dishes to Bayless. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles.
They've been the aggressors, and they've been tougher in the paint all game.
Well, you've also got to love how aggressively they've taken that ball to the basket and scored off dribble penetration.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Lakers leading by 6. Johnson attacking. Ellington with it. Now Mayo defending. Johnson, the pass to Clarkson. For 3, Ellington. That drops.
It's been the story of the game for him. Fortunately, his teammates have bailed him out.
Mayo kicks to Henson. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. Shot by Mayo is no good.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar. He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And that one falls for Johnson. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. It's O.J. Mayo on the wing. He dishes it to Bayless. To the middle. Tipped away. Mayo left side. Just 5 to shoot. That one's good from the corner.
Even though it went down, I don't think that's the kind of look they should be settling for.
Here's Clarkson. Rebound, Milwaukee. Plumlee's got 5 rebounds tonight. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
Sacre is checked in for the Lakers. Mayo, and that's for 2. And too long on the shot.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
Ellington with it. Now Mayo defending. Passes it to Clarkson. The feed to Ellington. 6 to shoot. He kicks to Johnson. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
You got that right. I mean, he'll do it from three-point land or anywhere on the perimeter, really, because he is a deadly shooter. You've got to do a better job defensively.
That's good from Plumlee.
Well, you know, this last draft class was one that had been hyped up for such a long time with the big names, primarily Wiggins, Parker, and Embiid, all being viewed as potential franchise players. I'm not quite sure of that, but they certainly are tremendous talents. A lot of teams knew that, and it became a bit of the race to the bottom for some franchises.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Now that could be a major moment in this game. Mark your clock right now. Just when we thought this contest might be over, a steal, a fast break, and it's hold everything time.
Well, they're still in the driver's seat, Clark, so I'm not ready to say it's game on just yet. But another transition basket, well, now it's a different story.
Steve, you were general manager in the NBA and NBA coach now, but you know that the teams that know they're not going to make the playoffs will play younger players as opposed to perhaps some veterans, giving those younger players time to develop, maybe not necessarily securing wins, but certainly securing experience for those kind of players.
Well, securing experience and then also securing a high draft pick. And obviously, you know, you have to get lucky and hit on a star player at some point. But I think it's the preferable method for teams to go that route these days rather than to just hang around the middle of the league in mediocrity. He put that lead pass in perfect position for his teammate.
Feeds it to Lynn. Right wing. Pass to Davis. And that one is stuffed right through. Clark, I'm guessing that wasn't the plan for the D on that trip.
And I'm agreeing with you there. Once they opened the lane up for him, that was a little emphasis on that finish.
Take what the defense gives you and then just power it home, right? Why not?
And Michael Carter-Williams gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Milwaukee making a switch here. Pachulia is checked in. Los Angeles calls timeout. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Hill, he's checked in for Davis. Johnson comes in for Ryan Kelly. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Brown. And it's Clarkson in for Jeremy Lin. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Gentlemen, Byron Scott had some advice for his team in that last timeout. With his team struggling from three-point territory, he told them to start looking for more high-quality shots inside the paint. We're forcing too many threes, he said. Stop with the bombs and work it inside.
Thanks, Doris. Clark, they can burn some clock if they want to.
Yeah, and maybe buy a little oxygen while they're doing it.
There's a good screen. Clarkson passes to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the shot is good. Johnson's got 30.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. I mean, they don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker. And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both.
Boy, their struggles at the line this half really starting to haunt them. You just cannot afford to miss free throws. It's like skipping breakfast. At some point in time, it's going to come back to hurt you.
Johnson draws the double. .110 left in the fourth quarter. Six to shoot. He feeds it to Ellington.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
Johnson kicks to Ellington. There's the pass to Clarkson. Johnson outside. Another shot. That's good. And now it's an 11-point Los Angeles lead.
Boy, you relish these sorts of road games where you come in and you get the job done.
And a long schedule with the kinds of pressure of travel and tough opponents throughout the season, it's always good when you play a game like they have here.
Clarkson kicks to Johnson. Hill passes to Clarkson. Here's Johnson. There's the block. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. 11 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Antetokounmpo dishes to Pachulia. And so the Lakers take the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Wesley Johnson.
What was the percentage? 47%. Ooh, I shot 69% in that fourth. Whew. Other than that, I ain't shoot well either. Yep, look at that. Ellington, 2 for 12. Wesley was the only person that had a doubles. The Ant-Man is the only person that had it for you.